Shalawam. First off, I want to say all praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. I want to say double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. And shalom to the elect out there, push reward in sincerity and the truth. My name is Nazar Qad. This is GMS Precepts. As you can see here, this is the Washington Post website, and the title reads "Guinea Pigs or Pioneers: How Puerto Rican Women Were Used to Test Birth Control Pill." And basically, they were guinea pigs, man. Basically, the Esau, okay, used not only, like I'll bring out in an article, one of these articles that I have, not only the Ephraimite women, but they used other women in low-income countries or third world countries as guinea pigs for this birth control pill. Okay, showing you, and plus it was another form of population control, aka eugenics, which is a program that, or a philosophy that they believe in as a way to bring the number down. Matter of fact, it tells you in the Georgia Guidestones, that's one of their commandments, to bring the world population down to 500 million. Okay. Right. So I had a few parts in here ready to go. Right. So I'll start from here. It says the truth was little known about the drug's effects when Rock and biologist Gregory Pincus, with the backing of birth control advocate Margaret Singer and philanthropist Catherine McCormick, decided to launch human trials. The drug had been tested on rats and rabbits and on a small sampling of women in Rock's medical practice in Massachusetts, but its largest test would be in Puerto Rico, where as many as 1,500 women took the drug over several years. 3 women died in the trials, but no autopsies were conducted, and it remains unclear if their deaths were linked to the drug, which was given in much higher doses than it is today. So I believe I have another article saying that it was 3 times more, it was 3 times higher in dosage than what the women received in Massachusetts. Okay, so it was deadly, man. Like I said, 3 people died. Okay. Also, it says critics have compared the Puerto Rican trials to the Tuskegee syphilis study, in which the government conducted research on African American men in Alabama for 40 years. In 2010, the government also apologized for a U.S.-funded study that involved deliberately infecting hundreds of Guatemalans with syphilis and other sexually transmitted diseases from 46 to 49. So these are just some of the things that and this is bitch, the whole Margaret Sanger right here. These are just some of the things that Esau got to pay for, man. When I say Esau, I'm talking about the so-called white man. All right, you're known as Edom in the scriptures, and this is something that you have to pay for. Okay. All right, because all this was a form of bringing the number of Israel down. Okay. I actually have the other article, which is quoted in this paragraph about given it. The other article, it even tells you that the same doctors that was involved in the Tuskegee trial were responsible for the syphilis trial in Guatemala. Okay, look at this damn red devil right here. It says, this is another article from Washington Post. It says, U.S. apologizes for newly revealed syphilis experiments done in Guatemala. It says the United States revealed on Friday that the government conducted medical experiments in the 1940s in which doctors infected soldiers, prisoners, and mental patients in Guatemala with syphilis and other sexually transmitted diseases. The experiments Here it goes. Led by a federal doctor who helped conduct the famous Tuskegee syphilis study in Alabama, involved about 1,500 men and women who were unwittingly drafted in studies aimed at determining the effectiveness of penicillin. So this is just something they do. Matter of fact, I have it ready because this is Job 13:4. It says, "But ye are forgers of lies, ye are physicians of no value," man. Okay, because they might say, "Oh, this is for this is safe to take or whatever." But you know, Esau ain't nothing but a damn liar, man. Here it is. He knew that he gave the women in Puerto Rico 3 times higher dosage than he did in the women in Boston. All right, but he didn't give a damn. He felt it as though, okay, this is part of our eugenics program. We want to bring the number of the children in Israel down. Okay, so basically they did it, and they wanted to see what would happen. Okay. All right, so I got another article. Let me get the other article I had. I had this highlighted, right? This is another article going into the dark history of birth control. Okay, it says, what's more, the pill trials that later began in Puerto Rico in the 1950s also expanded to other pseudo-colonial locations like Haiti and Mexico. Okay. Iris Ophelia Lopez points out in her book Matters of Choice, Puerto Rican women struggle to reproductive. So they not only use it in Puerto Rico, but they use it in other countries, man. Okay. It says, I think this is the article I wanted to read as well. It says, let me read this. This is from Revisiting the Dark History of Birth Control Tests. Okay, it says here, what the women didn't know was that they were serving as guinea pigs as doctors monitored the effects of the experimental drug. The pill also had 3 times as much hormones as the modern pill today, which brought the host of side effects that went unaddressed. From 1950s to about 64, the poor and uneducated women received free birth control testing. Several different versions. So basically, they just gave them a whole bunch of birth control pills over a long period of time to see what would happen and to see what would work before they sold it to the Edomite woman. Where's that picture? I think it's this one. Before they promoted it, look at this fucking Edomite hoe. That's right, boys. I'm on the pill. It was called Yasmin. Ask your doctor about Yasmin on your next doctor visit. By Bear Healthcare. All right. So before they you know, and this is around the time when it was sold. It was finally FDA approved and sold in the 60s, mid to early 60s, and that's around the time of the sexual revolution, the women's liberation, where they basically told women, listen, you can work and you could be whores, you know, you could be sluts and whores, and you could fuck who you want to and do as many drugs as you want to. All right. Right. So it says, doctors dismiss complaints about negative reactions, calling them psychosomatic, because women in Boston didn't experience as many side effects. All right. Psychosomatic basically means they basically told them, you think something is wrong with you. That's why you feel that way. That's why you feel all fucked up. All right. When really they knew they had given them, the dosage was 3 times as much hormones as a modern pill. Okay, it was 3 times more than normal. But even after 3 women died, the doctors did nothing. No one performed an autopsy to determine if the drug was related, if it was drug related. Back then, the pill was 3 times as potent as the modern day version. Experiments in other parts of the United States stopped because of side effects, but they continued for years in Puerto Rico. Why? Because they had no, the laws were different. Okay, those laws down there were a little, it wasn't as stringent as it was in America, so they could get away with a lot of shit, and they did. Okay, it says, but they continued in Puerto Rico for years. By 1960, the FDA approved the pills marketed to white women as a symbol of independence. Like I said, where's that white hoe? Look, boys, I'm ready. You know, as a form of they marketed it as a way of sexual independence. Okay, so this is something Esau got to pay for, man. All right, they haven't paid for this yet. Let me read one more scripture. This is in Psalms 52, verse 2. It says that thy tongue deviseth mischiefs like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Okay, thou lovest all divine words, O thou deceitful tongue. Who is that talking about, man? It's a reason why the so-called white man or Edomite or the Edomites have been labeled the devil, man. Because when you break that word down, it goes back. The etymology of the word devil goes back to a liar, man, or a deceiver. And Esau is the biggest deceiver out of all nations, man. They're the ones that said that they look like the Lord and the Most High and all the judges in the scriptures, man. All right. This deceitful tongue, oh thou deceitful tongue, is talking about the Edomites and how you portrayed, how you tried to promote that pill, trying to promote it as safe, but you knew damn well that it was going to do a lot of damage. You have a lot of people. Matter of fact, it's in this article right here. It says a lot of women. It says a lot of women were left sterile, man. Let me see, between the ages of damn, it's another article. Might be this one. Between the ages of 20 and 20, here it is. As a result, one third of every ever married women aged 20 to 49 have been sterilized in Puerto Rico by 1965, but 2/5 of them before the age of 25, according to the article. Right, so you had a lot of bitches sterile, man. Okay, I'm gonna jump down to matter of fact, I'm gonna read 5. It says, the Most High shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place, and root thee out of the land of the living. So the Most High is gonna do that, man. The Most High is gonna exterminate the damn white race. All right. After 1,000 years of slavery, you will not see another Edomite no more, but their spirit will still be alive. It will just go back into other nations, man. Okay. All right, but there will be a point in time after that 1,000 years of slavery, you will not see another Edomite ever again. Why? Because they are the wicked, man. And the Most High said, what? I will destroy thee forever. Okay? All right, so that's something I just wanted to bring out real quick. So a brief history on more wickedness of the white man. All right? So until the next show, shalawam.